Byram and Janet McFarlane from Wimber Rose.
We knew he was one of your boys, Mr. Inspector.
Yes. He was one of my boys.
Looks like he's hit his head on something and drowned. All in the course of duty, do you think, sir?
Yes. It's in the course of duty.
Hello? Where can I find a Mr. Gosling?
Quick off the mark, ain't ya? He's got until Thursday.
What do you mean?
And you come to take his boat away?
Now, what would I want to do with a boat?
Oh, that's all right then. He's in his cabin.
Much obliged, lad.
He's down there.
Hello? Who's there? It's Joe, Mr. Gosling. His lordship's servant.
Oh, right. Come down.
Right.
Who was that? Who's that you were talking to?
Someone for Uncle Tom, Ma. We're just gone in the cabin to see him.
Oh, my God! It's one of them! Now you, stay here.
Oh, Ma?
What's up, missus?
You keep away, both of you. You leave him to me.
It's all right, Mrs. Annie. Shh! Don't tell her.
Why, Clara?
Oh, they told me someone got in. I was frightened.
Quite right, ma'am. You can't be too careful, especially after what happened last night. Mr. Gosling was telling me. Lucky thing that girl of yours had her wits about her.
Joe, he's brought some wine and fruit for the Colonel.
Oh, that's right, ma'am. And I was wondering if there was any glasses.
Well, I've got some tin mugs.
Mugs for wine? Ah, what a way to live, Gosling. Miranda!
Yes, Ma?
Fetch some glasses. Best ones, dear.
Right away, Ma.
Ah, you are so correct, madam. But thank you. Thank you. So, Joseph, you think it is possible that this policeman knows nothing of what has been going on?
It would seem so, most likely. Well, he ain't living beyond his means, so it don't look as if the money's going into his pocket. I should say he's a very loyal man. And if you were to tell him he's no better than a common thief or murderer, he would think you were mad.
Well, it's him that's mad more like, wanting to murder a poor child.
I don't suppose he looks at it like that, Mr. Gosling. It's just duty to him.
Listen, Joseph, this stern, upright inspector, I think perhaps we must put our hopes in him.
What have they been talking about?
Quiet. How do you expect me to hear when you're breathing down my ear? Anyway, they've been going on about that inspector.
Miranda!
Coming, Ma!
Well, you keep out of it. It's my Mr. Gosling's hatch.
The inspector is regular in his habits, you say?
Like a clock. Every evening between 8 and 9 at the Jolly Bargeman.
Good. Then when he obtains the funds, he must learn the truth.
Will he believe it?
Oh, he will fight against it tooth and nail. But if he is an honest man, I think he will break.
And if he ain't?
It's a risk I must take.
Well, you can't go yourself, sir. Well, for one thing, he'd never believe a word you said.
I'll go.
No.
Who'll believe me?
No, Tom.
Clara.
But I always thought you wanted to keep out of such matters.
There's a risk, sir. A great risk.
I beg you, Tom, don't go.
Leave it be, Clara. Just tell me what to do, sir, and what to say.
When you have given him the bag, tell him Lord Hobart and Mr. Hastymite have been pocketing the money he has brought them. Tell him they have turned him into a common murderer and thief.
Is that all?
If he is an honest man, it will be enough. But if he is not, he may use his knife. So for God's sake, be careful.
Oh, Tom. Tom, you...
I'll watch myself.
You're a very brave man, Mr. Colsley. But tell me, why are you doing this? Is it perhaps because of that law inside you?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, what's happening? Nothing. I won't have it. I won't have it, mister. You lost your boat on account of me. Now you're aiming to lose your life. I won't have it.
Barnacle! Barnacle, what are you doing? Oh, he's gone!
Who, Tom?
No! Barnacle, he's pinched Colonel Brodsky's bag! Uncle Tom!
Thank God.
Uncle Tom!
I know, I heard. The little fool. Look after your ma.
Mister, can you tell me the time, please?
Time? Time? What does a little scrap like you want with the time?
He's waiting for his sweetheart, of course.
Isn't he a little on the small side to be meeting his fate?
Oh, go on, tell him.
It's just past 8 o'clock, my boy. Time you was in bed.
Where is he? I ain't gonna run away, mister. Not this time.
Brown, isn't it? Absalom Brown.
They call me Barnacle on account of my amazing powers of holding on.
To what, Barnacle?
To me life, mister. Here, I brung it for you. It's his bag.
So you brought it for me, did you, Barnacle?
That's right, mister. They wanted you to have it. They wants to catch
They? Who?
him, Colonel Bronsky. And someone called Joe and
What they put in that bag?
there's jewels and rings and things, mister. Look!
They wanted me to have this. This Colonel Brodsky and his man called Joe. Why?
To catch him, mister. They wants to catch
They
him.
want to catch me. With that?
Yes, mister.
What kind of man do they take me for?
They said you were very dangerous and you'd done terrible things. But they said them's what you worked for, Lord Hobart and his friends. They're worse.
How did you hear that name?
At a keyhole, mister, like's we're hearing most things. They said you didn't know the half of it. They said them other two was nicking all you bought them and keeping it for themselves, they
That's
said.
enough. These men, they're important gentlemen. They're working for the good of our country. The other's Joe Russian fellow and his companion are enemies. They are enemies.
I don't know about countries, mister, and enemies and things like that. All I know is that I want to help my Mr. Gosling. They said if you was to find out what them other two have been doing, you'd turn them in because they made a common murder of you. They said if you're honest, which I think you are, everything would turn out all right.
And they sent you to tell me these lies. A child.
They didn't send me. My Mr. Gosling should have come. But I thought you'd knife him, so I nicked the bag and came myself.
So you came yourself?
That's right, mister. They said with a man like you, it was hard to say what you do when you found out.
I might knife you. Your friends have been telling lies. Wicked lies. Make no mistake about it. But you come with me.
The bag, mister. Don't you want it?
Not yet. Not yet.
You want this, don't you? Your ma and me, when I was little.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Come with me. The locket, boy. Give me the locket.
Hope it brings you good luck, mister.
Inspector Creaker.
Never ought to have fallen down. Not with my amazing powers folding on.
Well, Inspector, what is it? I'm afraid you've come at an inconvenient time. A little celebration. Ha ha. My birthday.
My congratulations, my lord. But this is a matter of some importance.
Yes, yes, sir, I understand. Well, please be quick about it. I have guests, you know. What is it?
This, my lord.
So you've got it. Splendid, splendid. I knew all the time that you'd succeed, my dear fellow. The funds. You have them, of course.
The boy, my lord. The boy. Oh, yes, the boy.
A pity, no doubt, but all in the course of duty, eh?
The boy has told me certain things, my lord.
Told you? Told you what? His prayers, I hope.
I heard that our good friend had called.
He has the funds, Hasty Mate, thank God.
The boy, my lord, told me that he heard that you and Mr. Hasty Mate...
He heard what?
He told me he heard that you'd been keeping the funds I brought for your own private purposes, my lord. He heard that...
Damn him! I told you, Hasty Mate! I warned you that little animal up the chimney had heard us!
Be quiet, man.
Oh, I see that you're busy. Try not to be too long. The guests, you know. A most unsuitable time.
Well, it seems that the inspector has been doing some inspecting.
Creaker, you're not to say anything about this. I forbid it. Do you understand?
Yes, my lord, I believe I do.
Then if you value your post, hold your tongue.
Come, come, my lord. The inspector is one of us now. Isn't that so, Inspector?
If you say so, sir.
glass of brandy, Inspector? No? Well, I imagine you're after something a little more substantial, eh? Very well. I think you can rely on us to reward you for your efforts.
So he wants a share, eh? He wants a share.
As you see, his lordship believes in plain speaking.
So that's why he didn't bring the funds with him. Where are they, Creaker? Or do you mean to keep them all for yourself?
I'm sure the inspector had no such thoughts, my lord. I think it would be better if we discussed this matter sensibly, a little later, when we're all calm. Eh, Inspector? Inspector?
Tonight, Blackfriars Stairs. I'll have the bag ready for you.
At what time?
Ah, I see he's already helped himself.
4 o'clock, sir.
What a godforsaken hour.
As you say, my lord, God-forsaken.
Oi! Well, mister? Did it bring you luck then, mister?
Give me the bag. Go now. You tell your Mr. Gosling. Tell him he must not leave his moorings tonight. You understand that? Whatever cause, whatever tide, whatever business he has, he must not go up on the river tonight. Now, go.
But mister!
I told you to go, Barnacle, and when Inspector Creaker tells the boy to go, he runs. Run, boy. Run. Run, 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 run!
This is madness, Hasty, mate. Madness.
It's quite understandable. A man like him, son of God knows what wretch. Well, naturally, he finds himself at a disadvantage in your house, my lord.
I should hope so.
He wants our little talk to be among equals. This is his way of bringing us down to his level.
Scoundrel. The damn scoundrel. But do you think we can trust him now?
Oh, I think so. After all, his was the hand that killed.
Here we are, gentlemen. Blackfriars.
Well, Inspector, now for our little talk, eh?
Where are the funds, man?
Down there, my lord. In my boat.
Well, fetch 'em, man.
I would prefer you to come down, my lord. Well, I think it best if we row out a little way, sir. My lord.
I hope you're not thinking of drowning us, Inspector.
No, sir.
You know, this is the first time I've been in a boat since I was a child. Is this it?
Yes, my lord.
Inspector, what have you in mind? I take it you already know what is in the bag.
Yes, I know, sir.
Come on, man. Out with it. What's your price?
His lordship wishes to come to a reasonable settlement.
I think you'll find there's more than enough in the bag for all of us, sir.
We'll be the judge of that. It's damned heavy. The catch. It's very stiff.
My lord, let me try it.
The poor woman. Oh, that poor woman.
She is at peace. A sort of justice has been done.
And all those people, blown into bits. Horrible.
I wish I knew what justice was. Sometimes I think I know no more now than when I was a child and wept and cried that something wasn't fair.
He hasn't changed, has he, after all these years? Still seeking truth and the wisdom in the heart of a child.
I fancy there's worse places you could look for him, sir.
Yes, maybe so. But I suppose such ideas, such memories, are the flowers of our winter.
December rose, eh, sir? Rest your weight on me.
Thank you. I am still a little weak. How do I look?
All things considered, sir, I'd say you look 10 years younger.
Only 10 years.
What's up, lad?
Here, mister. Belonged to her, didn't it? Suppose she ought to have it back, like.
Your lordship? Your lordship? It's my lad, sir. He was wondering about the locket. Could he keep it, sir?
Brodsky,
Yes?
do you think the world will rise up in arms if Barnacle kept the locket for himself?
I think maybe the world would rise up in arms if he received no reward for what he has done.
You heard the Colonel, Mr. Gosling, and I always take his advice. The boy may keep the locket, but see that he keeps it safely. It is quite valuable, you know.
Carl, Drow might get £11 for it.
Okay.
Barnacle.
£11. Show me. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, it's gold, all right. And with these diamonds, I should say more like 111. In fact, I should say it'd be cheap at 120.
Carl, mister. Did you hear? We could buy the lady.
By the lady?
Yes, indeed. She is very beautiful. A little broad in the beam, perhaps, but beautiful nonetheless. He means the barge, the Lady of the Lee.
Ah, I understand. Now, listen to me, Barnacle. I have a fancy for that locket myself. It will remind me of a very brave woman. I won't cheat you. I will give you, say, £150. Do you think that's fair, Joe?
200 would be fairer, sir.
Thank you very much, Joe. I could have got it for 150. But there it is, £200. Is it a bargain, Barnacle?
Carl.
I suppose that means yes. So let's shake hands on it, like men of business.
What are you thinking of, Barnacle?
Him. I was just thinking about him.
Who?
That there inspector. He was a queer one, all right. You never thought he was going to do what he did.
I don't suppose anybody did.
Miss, how much is barges?
Saw one for £120 last week.
God, then I have some left over.
What are you going to do with it?
You mind your own business.
Mrs. McDipper, what on honor? I was only saying to Mrs. Levy this
It's him who's your customer, Mr. Levy.
The young gentleman. So what can I do for you?
That there whopping rat you had, mister.
Rat? Rat?
He means what you're pleased to call your Russian sable cape.
Ah, the sables. The sables.
How much?
Oh, such an article made up in Regent Street, I shouldn't wonder.
How much?
If I was to say £1, I'd be robbing myself.
Robbing him more like it.
Madam, I swear.
Done.
Hmm?
It's all right. He can afford it.
Give it to her. Here, miss. This is for saving me life.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but I ain't done yet.
Another pair of trousers?
That. I'll give you £12 for it.
But, young man, Mrs. McDipper, this is so embarrassing.
How about £13 then?
Barnacle, what are you thinking of?
What do you want it for, Barnacle?
For him, of course. For my Mr. Gosling.
Oh, Barnacle. Barnacle. Don't waste your money on that old suit. It would never fit. Your Mr. Gosling's a much bigger man than Captain McDipper ever was.
Come on, let's go.
All right, I can let you have it for £12. £9. £8. £7.
Hey, Tom Gosling. It's a better day than you think, Mr. Sparrow.
Oh, what now? There's two men in my life. One's 100 years too old, and the other one's 100 years too young.
Well, if that's all that's wrong with them, you consider yourself lucky, my girl.
Yeah, that locket. You and your ma when you was little. Ain't you gonna miss it?
Oh, she's all right, mister. But I'd just soon have a pa.
What you gonna say to that then, Clara?
I'd say it was Providence, Tom, a happy Providence. You do know the old story about barnacles, don't you?
I can't say as I do, Clara.
Why, barnacles turn into geese. So it's only natural he should be a barnacle Gosling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.